Hello DB Besties and welcome back to the Design Bundles YouTube channel. Today, we are remaking a very popular video we made in 2021 comparing different kinds of heat presses and seeing which one is the right one for you. But it's not 2021 anymore. It is the year 2026 and there are more options available to you, and the options that were available in 2021 are very different now than they were then. So we're gonna go through 3 different types of heat presses and talk about which one might be the right option for you. The first question we want to address right off the bat is, can I just use a household iron? And when you're working with heat transfer vinyl or DTF, you might be thinking, I already have an iron, it's hot, can't I just use that? And the answer is, kind of. In a pinch, can you use a household iron? Sure, that's fine if you absolutely have to, but I do need to warn you that household irons are very inconsistent on their heating. A heat press is made so that the whole panel, the whole plate of the heat press heats evenly and distributes pressure evenly. And that is crucial when you're applying heat transfer vinyl and DTF because it allows your whole print to heat and adhere evenly and the same. Household irons just aren't made to do that. And so a lot of the time you'll get part of your transfer that presses perfectly and part of it that's not even hot. And that can be a really big issue. It's the same with the shape of the iron. It makes it really hard to get even pressure and get it distributed throughout the entire print. So it can be a bit of a frustrating process. If you're able to get a heat press, I would highly recommend doing that because you're going to get much better results that last wash after wash after wash. Whereas opposed to with your household iron, they're much more likely to crack, break, fade, and all those other things, or just not adhere at all in the first place. So I'm gonna give you 3 really good options today. They are for a variety of needs, a variety of budgets, and I think you're gonna find one that works for you. Let's get into it. So we're gonna talk about the HTV Ront Mini Press. There are many other brands of this. The HTV Ront is just the one that I have. The Cricut EasyPress, the medium-sized one, and my baby, my child, the StarCraft 8-in-1 Swing Away Clamshell Heat Press. Again, there are many other brands of this that do the exact same thing. This is just the one that I have. By the end of this video, you're gonna know which is the right size for you, which is the right fit for you, the differences between them, and you're gonna know exactly what you need for DTF, sublimation, and heat transfer vinyl. Now let's get into it. Okay, the first heat press we're gonna talk about is the HTV Ront Mini Press. It's heating up right now. So while it's heating up, let me tell you the things that are great about it. And this applies to the Cricut Mini Press or any other applicable mini press of this size. They heat up super fast. So if you are often on a time crunch, they are really great for that. They're portable, they're convenient, they're easy to travel with, they're easy to use because you don't really have to worry about knowing a specific temperature or a specific time. And they are great for small projects like baby onesies, hats, DTF bookmarks, anything that's like smaller. They're gonna be great for because it's really easy to get in small nooks and crannies because you have like a little bit of a pointed edge on the front of it. I don't know if you can tell. It's got a little bit of like a point on the front. So it's really good for getting into hard to reach places. And again, it's just really easy to use. It only has 3 heat settings. So you're either gonna be doing light heat, medium heat, or hot heat. And for that reason, it's really easy to use. So today, what we're gonna do with this guy is we're actually just gonna press these 2 little DTF flowers onto this little zip pouch. So really simple project. I'm gonna show you how the machine works. And the thing that's great about this, with it being so easy to use, is that it makes projects feel like not a huge hassle. I don't have a lot of equipment to haul out to use this piece. And it'll tell me when it's ready by just turning green, like that. So let's go ahead and press. Wah! Okay, so all I'm gonna do is just apply even pressure with my hand and press down for about 20 seconds. And since this doesn't have a timer or anything on it, I'm literally just gonna count as I'm doing it about 20 seconds. And because this is a small item, it's nice that the heat press is covering the whole product. So that's one thing that can be a little tough about these. If you're gonna be doing larger projects, these can be kind of tough because you're not going to be able to evenly heat the whole surface all at once. You'll have to do it in multiple presses, which just introduces the opportunity to have some error. For that reason, this is a great secondary heat press, but if you're going to be doing larger projects, it may not be the right fit for that. I call it my workhorse because I think it does a lot more than I initially thought it was going to do. But if you're using something that requires really specific temperatures, it's not great for that because you can't control the temperature beyond the intensity dial. Like puff vinyl requires a really specific time and heat setting. You're not going to be able to get that with this. And also when you're doing bigger projects, it's just really hard because it's small. But if you're an on-the-go crafter or you would like something a little bit more accessible, a little less expensive to get started, this guy is a great option. It does the job, it's cheap, it's quick, and it gets the job done for smaller projects. Okay, now let's talk about the Cricut EasyPress medium size. So I love my Cricut EasyPress. Actually, for the longest time, this was the only heat press that I owned and used. It is a great like medium level entry machine. It's still pretty affordable, but the plate on it is large enough for most projects. You're gonna be able to press an adult size shirt with this. It's easy to use, it's easy to get the heat settings right, it's easy to get the time right. It has a timer on it, so for your projects that require a specific amount of pressing time, you're able to control that. It's really a great machine. It's not gonna be able to get in the tiny nooks and crannies like the mini press can, but it's better for like your generic heat press projects that you're probably gonna be doing when you start heat pressing. So we're gonna press another zipper pouch with a different design. I'm gonna show you how it works. It's heating up right now, but let me give you a look at it so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here she is. Compared to the mini press, you can see it's a lot bigger. But again, this has a really good size plate. So if you're doing adult size shirts, sweatshirts, bags, totes, all of those kinds of things, this is gonna be the right size for you. As you can see, it's really easy to adjust the heat setting to exactly what you need. This one's gonna heat up to 320 for us. And then it's also easy to adjust the time. So it's got a little internal timer on it to tell you how long to press. We're gonna be pressing for 15 seconds. And then all we're gonna do is press this button to press when it's time to, and it'll turn green for us and start that timer. Okay, so let's let it heat up and then I'll tell you a little bit more about it as we press. Okay, so we're gonna do another zipper pouch, but this time with our EasyPress. We're gonna press these cute little heart DTFs on there. It just beeped at me, so it's ready to go. I'm about to put it over here and show you how it works. You're gonna see that it is a lot easier than the mini press if you're doing something bigger because the plate is just so much larger. Literally just plop it down there, press the green button, and then I'm gonna use my hands to apply a firm pressure. And that's where this option is gonna differ from the clamshell press that you're gonna see in a second. Any pressure I need to apply, I have to do it with my weight. And some people really don't like that because it leaves a little bit more to chance. Just making sure that everything gets adhered correctly and you do the right amount of pressure does kind of depend on you and your ability to apply pressure with the device. But if you're okay with that, it's a great option. Again, this is like more of a medium price point. It also isn't something that takes up permanent space in your craft room. You can still store this in a closet. I store mine in these IKEA drawers behind me and it nests in there really nicely. So if you're someone that doesn't like countertop clutter, this is a great option for you. Okay, she's cooled off. Let's get that satisfying peel. Perfection. Okay, so quick design break. You may be wondering, how am I gonna get all these designs? Where are they gonna come from? You can either order them directly from dtfprinter.com by ordering DTF transfers, or you can use design bundles to make your own, which is my personal favorite way. So if you don't already have a Design Bundles membership, now is the perfect time to start a free trial and try it out for yourself because you get access to not only the Plus library, which is full of literally millions of files that you could use for any of these projects that we're talking about today, but you can also make your own using our software like Creator, which is what we're about to use. So I'm gonna start with a graphic from the Plus library and I'm gonna show you how you could really easily edit it to customize it in Creator by just adding a font. So let's see what we got here. I'm actually gonna go to Crafters. I don't need this to be an SVG. It could just be a PNG, but we're just gonna pick something that we like. Like maybe, let's do a ghost one because it is almost spooky season. So I'm gonna hit download. It's gonna show me all the different files that come in this bundle. I'm gonna pick my favorite, which is, actually I think I like this black and white one. So I'm gonna download that and it will download straight to your computer. And then I'm just gonna pop over to Creator right here and we're gonna customize it really quickly with a cute font. So I'm gonna sign in. I'm gonna click upload an image because we're gonna upload the image that we just downloaded. It's gonna pop it right into Creator. I can adjust the size. So cute. And then I'm just gonna add some text to this by clicking on text. All of these fonts are pre-loaded into Creator, which makes it super easy, and they're included with your Plus membership. And I'm gonna do, let's do this one, retro. And I'm gonna make it say, stay spooky. And then it's really easy to customize this even further. I can change the color of it. That one actually looks really cute. I can change the alignment of my text. I can add text effects, like really quickly adding a bend to just give it a little extra flair. And then you can also make wavy text. You can give it an outline. You can change the color. You can change the font. You can do so much in Creator so easily. You can even come in here and add additional elements if you want, either from pre-generated shapes. You can look through the library of clip art and vectors. You can even use AI to generate your own images if you want to. And all of that is just a click away. So it's really easy to customize these, and all of these would be perfect to use with your heat press to make cute little DTF transfers. And then you just download it up here in the corner as a PNG, and you can download it straight to your computer, upload it to dtfprinter.com, and order your transfers straight to your house, ready to press. Okay, now we're moving on to our third option. This is the StarCraft Swing Away 8-in-1 heat press. She is a beast. So I'm gonna turn her on for you. I'm gonna get her set to the right setting here. And while she heats up, let me tell you all about her. You can see, just by looking at her, she's big. So here it is compared to me. It's very large. And the StarCraft 8-in-1 does require a permanent space in your craft room. You're not gonna be storing this in a closet. You're not gonna be storing this in a drawer. It's gonna sit on a counter, and it's gonna stay on that counter, and she is heavy. So if you don't have space in your craft room for something to sit permanently, this probably isn't the best option for you. But what's great about it is that it comes with attachments for all different kinds of crafting projects. It comes with a hat attachment, multiple tumbler attachments. So you can do all different kinds of projects with this. Also, it has incredibly precise temperature settings. It has a built-in timer. And you're gonna be using the clamshell handle here to apply the pressure. So you don't have to apply any pressure at all. Once you press it, you're gonna set it and forget it for however long you're pressing for, and then you just have to open the clamshell, swing away the plate like that to get your item off of the press, and then you're done. So it's incredibly easy. It is a more expensive price point, but if you find that you're going to be pressing a lot, maybe you own a small crafty business, or maybe you just make a lot of gifts for people, you're not gonna have to get an arm workout every time you press a shirt. And it's incredibly precise, even for really finicky materials like puff vinyl that require super precise pressure and temperature settings. You're gonna get it with this guy. Okay, she's preheated. So I actually usually just take this pad out because I'm lazy. And I don't have a ton of space in this corner to give it the full swing. But normally you would have open space on either side and you could swing it away and reveal your plate underneath, which is how you would do it. But I don't have that kind of space right now. So we're gonna do this little rainbow zipper pouch. I'm just gonna try to align it with one hand here. And you can see we have so much space on this thing. This is so much bigger than the EasyPress. You can press truly anything you want on this thing. And then I'm just gonna slide it onto the plate and then push the handle down, and we're gonna press for the full 15 seconds. So you can see this is truly hands-off. It's so simple. It is the highest price point. It is the hardest to store, but man, you get a lot with that because this is so easy, and I love this machine. Then you just take up the handle when you're done, slide it off, and now we just have to wait for it to cool. Okay, I'm gonna make you wait just a minute before you see me peel this final zipper pouch. But in the meantime, if you're not in the DB Besties group on Facebook, go join it. What are you even doing? It's the most supportive crafting group on the internet. And we're gonna include a free heat press guide in that group available for you to download. So if you wanna learn more about heat pressing, if you wanna become an instant pro, you're gonna wanna get that guide. Join the DB Besties group on Facebook and it'll be there. And if you want any more information about any of these heat presses, we're gonna link them in the description of this video for you to check out. Okay, let's peel our zipper pouch. Donna, Donna, Donna. That was the best noise of any of them. And once again, perfection. Okay, besties, I hope you loved this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I hope you learned a lot about heat presses. Now you should know which one is the right fit for you. Maybe you're like me and maybe all of them are the right fit for you. But until next time, have a wonderful week, friends, and we will see you back here. But until then, happy crafting!